Coming to you from the Dean E. Smith Center, the home of the 2017 National Champions. I am Greg Barnes, this is Rob Harrington. We're going to break down the 2017-18 North Carolina Tar Heels.
First player we want to talk about is the highest rated recruit in this freshman class, Rob. Jalek Felton. It's a name a lot of Carolina fans know. He's a guy that comes in, really seems to be more of a combo type guard. He's got some good passing skill. What do you see out of him this year? How do you think he can help this team?
I think Felton may be the most naturally talented guard the Tar Heels have signed in some years, without necessarily trying to make a comparison. I think not only is he royalty because of his last name, he genuinely is a tremendous talent. I know a lot of people are obsessed these days with how long someone will stay in college. I don't think it's inconceivable that Felton could be a one-year player. More importantly, from Carolina's perspective, how much can he bring to the table alongside such an experienced running mate like Joel Berry? Can Jalek compete for a starting position? I think that he has the talent to do that. He has not always demonstrated the decision-making to do that, and I think that will be the most critical factor that I will be monitoring. But certainly in terms of a natural scoring ability as a playmaker, a great size, length, a good, not great athlete, but I mean, he has almost everything you look for in talent.
One thing that Roy Williams has done in recent years is when he's had a freshman guard capable of playing point guard, he's let him play the one. We saw it last year. Seventh Wood was he was the only one on the court alongside of maybe a Joel Berry or Nate Britt. And then 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, when Marcus Page was here, he would play the two some, Joel Berry would play the one. So is this a situation where you think, given the dynamic of having some posed question marks, that Berry maybe will slide to the two and they let Felton play the one, or is he not quite there yet as a point guard?
That situation has become more complicated because Berry came back to school. I would have opened up if Woods were the incumbent, while the expected starter, with Felton backing him up, or competing for a starting spot. With Berry back and being the best player on the team, being by far the most important player on the team, I think the coaching staff will have to decide, do we move him off his natural position if he is going to be the best player and star in the offense? On the other hand, if they don't do that, then now you have to find backup minutes for both Woods and Felton, and I'm not sure that would be sufficient playing time for either. So one of those three at least, will have to spend time off the ball. They invested an entire year in Woods last year at point. But Felton really is better on the ball as well. So I think that will be something we may see develop over time. I think to your point about the front court, they are going to have to really move the pieces around in the back court because they're going to have to squeeze as much production out of them as possible.